this in our in-house. So that shows our technical know-how and how much we know our onion. So we are being led by the hand by a team of knowledgeable traders who are totally experienced. Now, our extraordinary results are achieved with a combination of live professional traders and proprietary software. I have mentioned this as well, that we are combining live traders with the software we developed in-house, okay? Now, our trading team has extensive experience in both forex trading and EA design and management. I've also mentioned this, okay, along the line, that they have Edwin Albert, okay, who happens to be an engineer, in conjunction with his teammates. They built this in-house. Now, still talking about this transparency, we have our web TV at the back office. The web TV is where what's 6.25% thereabouts, okay. You're gonna be going through 3 curriculum, okay? And this is from the University of Panama City, Panama. We have the elementary series, the advanced series, and the supreme series. Now, the elementary series, okay, it introduces you to the world of forex. Here you learn the basics and become familiar with important terms and concepts. Okay, this first series, we have the module 1 and 2, where you'll be learning how to play in the forex market, how to buy and how to. Now, the advanced series as well takes you further into forex concept and techniques, okay, where you learn advanced. If you choose to open your own trading account and manage it yourself. Now, the advanced series, we have the module 1 to module 4, and here you'll be learning the Japanese candlesticks, how it works, the common charts, and other underlying concepts behind them, okay? Now, the Supreme Series, here we'll be talking about the psychology of trading. Yes, I always say I love this so much, okay? Now, this is experienced professionals, the necessary behaviors and mindsets for success. Yes, so this is where you actually learn how to stay longer in the market in order not to be closing your trades prematurely. So this is the advanced series, and you're learning that when you get to this point. Now we're going to be talking about how you're going to come in to Cash Forex Group. How do you join us? From telling us that our lowest package is from $300. Our lowest package is from $300, which is the elemental stage, like I mentioned the elemental series earlier. So the elemental stage is from the $300 to the $3,000, okay? And the advanced stage is from the $5,000 to the $20,000, and then the Supreme Series is from the $10,000 to $100,000. So you can actually come in from any where, because Cash Forex Group is, it's a leveler. You can actually come in from anywhere from the $300 if that's what you have, and you can actually work your way up to $100,000. Or you can come in from anywhere in the middle and or from the end, because in Forex, the more money you have in the market, the more leverage you have. Okay, the more positions are open for you, and the more money you're gonna make when you start with something awesome. But be that as it may, you could actually come in from $300, which is the starting point, and make it up to the $100,000, because a lot of people in this Cash Forex group have done that. They have been able to successfully achieve that feat. And we have our coach and mentor who has done this. Okay, now I'll be handing over to my coach and my mentor, okay, who understands the compensation plan perfectly, and he has been able to walk the talk. He was able to turn a $300 into $100,000 in 8 months. And this coach and mate of mine is none other than Pastor Mike Onoloja, who achieved this tremendous feat. Pastor Mike, you're welcome, sir. Thank you for having me.
Wow. The Iron Lady has smashed it again this night. I super celebrate you, Mrs. Mary Okeria, for I can feel your vibes, your energy. That was awesome. Guys, if you got value from what Mrs. Mary has delivered tonight, I want you to give her a 777 thank you, because here we keep an attitude of gratitude. That is what will take you from where you are to where you ought to be. Keeping an attitude of gratitude. And we also have someone here, Pastor Thaddeus is in the house, who happens to be the mentor and guy of Mrs. Mary. You know, so he's coming. And you are both in United States of Moway.
I'm not in Moway, actually.
I think that place is getting to know all over the world now. You know, it's becoming popular all over the world, broadcasting from Republic of Moway all over the globe. That's it. So we are going to be listening to Pastor Thaddeus for the next 10 minutes.
United States of Moway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm sure that people right now, they are conversant with that place. You know. So that's it.
Of course, I know.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Mary. I can't have my excitement. So right now I want to bring in Pastor Thaddeus to take us on the second part. I hope the network is okay. We are waiting for you, Pastor. Okay. Maybe before he comes back, the network seems to be on and off. We have our CFS reward plan. We have 2 sides. We have the bear and the bull, and then being a bear, you can actually plug in and be an investor in Cash FS. If you plug in your money and make your money work for you, you can enjoy 200% of your money without lifting a finger. I love Cash FS because here everyone wins. Of course, you can also be a bull. If you are a registered member, you are both a bear and a bull. But you can choose just to be a bear, because some people have an issue with, are we going to be bringing people? Well, we are business people, and businessmen talk about customers. If you bring in customer you are going to enjoy 15%. Let's look at the breakdown. Once you come in with $1,000, automatically you become a bear. The company takes 70% of your money to give you 200% back, and this is guaranteed. And of course, you can also be a bull. And like I said, becoming a bull is a choice, is not a must. So life is choice, success is choice. Nobody is forced to do anything. As I've been saying, breaking this down, I'm not a religious fanatic, but I always use analogy of what I am conversant with. I tell you, God gives bread to the eater. For the people that are the bear, there is money here. You get day-to-day trading profit results. You don't need to know how to draw trend line, support or resistance. The pros trade, you get paid. So under the bear, you collect the bread. Of course, day-to-day extra income dropping for you every day. Plug in 72 hours, your package starts trading for you. 6 p.m. every Saturday, you can pick it up. Now, the point of the bull is the seed. I mean, God grants you everything your heart desire. If you say you want a seed, you go for the bull. Of course, the company will give you additional 200% as a bull. You begin to earn 15% profit margin from the customers that you bring into the system. Like I said, it is those who want the seed to sow that think about raising money from the bull to upgrade the bear. I do say something. Never you buy luxury until you have an asset to fund your lifestyle. Don't rush into, oh, Cardioplex is working. Let me buy car, let me buy outlet. No. Don't buy a car. It will come. You must build your portfolio to fund your lifestyle. See, build your portfolio. I never bought any car until I smash it to 100K. Why? You got to build an asset that will fund your lifestyle. Big car also demand big money for maintenance. So those are the things. And your house where you live that you want to become an emergency landlord is a liability if you are the one that is going to put yourself and your family there. So you've got to think about assets that will work for you for the rest of your life. So you get bread as a bear, you get seed to sow. Meaning that when you are getting 15% here, you sow it on the bear side to build up your portfolio to 100K. Now there is the one I call the reapers side, where you are on 100K, you are just collecting the money. Somebody did the work. God said, I send you out to reap where you did not sow. He says somebody did the work. You go and harvest. Wow. When I saw that scripture, I said, wow. So there is a level of the bread, there is a level of the seed, of the sower. You know, everybody say, oh, God gives seed to the sower. We thought that is the biggest. Until God said, no, there is a level of the reaper. And reap where you did not sow. In KJFS, you are not doing anything. He said somebody did the work. You go and receive the harvest. So if you are here, all you just do is once you reach 100K, you are just reaping and reaping and reaping. So as the Daniels is back, thank God that the network has come back. So let me just leave it for him to handle the rest. So let's match it 10 minutes and we are done so that we can close early. You are welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much, Pastor Mike, for the great work we are doing here. I want to celebrate my sister, Mary Okera, for who gave us the first part of our presentation. And thank you for being there, sir. I don't really know what happened there. As soon as she was ending, my network became unstable. But all the same, let's see how we can cross the rest of this presentation. Members, viewers out there, you're all welcome to this second part, which have been started by our mentor, Pastor Mike. Yeah, at this point, we are talking about the trading results of our professional traders and the proprietary software that the company have put in place for our traders to leverage on in giving us what we refer to as extraordinary results. Yes, it's extraordinary because we've never had it so good. Some of us who have been trading for years now have never been made. We've never made what we are currently making here. Leveraging on the technology and the professionalism of our professional traders. Beg pardon. Now, the CFX has set a maximum trade earning cap of 15% per week. That is to say, it's possible to earn up to 15% per week. Currently, we're doing 5 to 10% on the average. All right. And it's also important to point out that your trade benefit is in direct proportion to your cash FX contract size. In other words, like Pastor Michael was trying to point out all the time, your package is very important, okay? The package on which you are is very important. It goes a long way in determining how much you get from this system. You stay low, okay? If you stay on the low package, the whole to higher package, the tendency is there that you can build your portfolio to 100K in the shortest possible time. Let's move on to the next slide and see what we have there. Yeah, Pastor Mike, let me get the next slide. Here we'll be talking about the next slide. The next slide. We're talking about something great that this company is bringing about. Yeah. So we're now looking at this part of the reward plan, which we intend to show to us. There are various ways, I call it multiple source of income. If you are a builder, if you are a non-builder, you get from this, from all this that we're going to present to you, and then our builder again. Now, first matrix is taken from 20% withdrawal fee that everyone pays, okay? And then it's given back to us, given back to everyone. Everyone pays this 20% at withdrawal of whatever amount you are making from the system, and it comes back to us. All right. Now, as both be a customer, both team builders pay this fee in from Uni-Level Bonus. And this is the way this 20% withdrawal fee is distributed among 3 bonuses. We have 3 bonuses in all. We have 50% that goes as matrix. This is paid every first and 16th day of the month, every month. This company has never failed for the last 20 months. Okay, 10% is also dedicated to pay what we call matching bonus. We'll be looking at this further in this presentation. Then 40% goes to paying leadership bonuses. All right. This also we'll see in the because now another one is what we call fastest. A little bit more of what I've just said. Now, the 30% that is dedicated to open the academy is also paid back to every member. And this is the way it's split. It's split 50-50. In other words, that 30% split into 2. 15% goes to what we call fast start bonus, while the other 15% goes to paying what we call Uni-Level bonus. And this is meant for builders. This is meant for builders. All right. As you introduce your friends and colleagues to this very system, the company pays you 15% of whatever they come in with. Any package they buy, for instance, somebody brought in buys a $1,000 package, you are getting 15% of that one, which is $1 instantly. Immediately the membership of that person is activated, you get that 150 right away. And of course, the system that we state that you can withdraw once you have over $100 in your system. You can withdraw that 150 immediately if you wish to. Anyway, that is that. Now, talking about fast start bonus. Now, the next is the Uni-Level bonus. Let's see how this is distributed. If you choose to participate in the work plan, which we have you're presenting currently, you will earn additional, listen to me, additional income as your team grows. It's additional because in the first instance, your package qualifies you to get the trading pool earnings. All right, trading pool earnings, which comes to us every day. After 72 hours of your signing up for this very company or three business day, you will start earning every day. That comes from the trading of by a professional. But if you choose to build a team, it brings you streams of income talking about. Now, the 10 levels, 10 levels of growth that reward you as you qualify to now, this is how you get it. Once you sign up, somebody signs up under you. If you are just an ex-trader, a member, you earn 10% from levels 1 to 4. Now you could be earning from levels 5 and 6. Become a manager, your levels 7 and 8 will open for you to earn additional 5%. You become a director, level 9 will open for you to earn additional 5%. Now become a president, ambassador, and for you to earn additional bonuses plus global bonuses. All right, this is meant for leaders, those who are at this rank. Okay, let's go on to the. Of course, these bonuses can help you to build your, bull capital, can help you, add more and build your bull capital. That's what we call acceleration of the bull capital. Let's see the next. This first matrix. This is another bonus, another reward plan you can get from this, and this comes from the 10% that is dedicated to pay. Okay, it's personally sponsored neighbors, whether they are building or they are not building. You stand to gain from all the withdrawals they make, and it goes this way that if you are on 300 or 500 package, you can only get percent from levels 1 to 3, having 39 position. Excuse me, let me. On 300 and 500 packages, levels 1 to 3 with 39 position will open for you to earn 3%. Okay, then if you move on to 1,000, level 4 will open for you to earn 5%. Move to 2,000 package, level 5 will open, and as you move to higher packages up to $30,000 package, all the levels 1 to 10 will open for you with a total position of over 88,000 persons, for you to earn up to 100% from all the withdrawals that are made by everyone on the Uni-Level. Okay, now let's move on to the next part of the reward plan is, first, let me have the next slide. Time is not on our side. Rush it. Okay, so we have these powerful marketing tools that the company, team in the company have built for us to use to build our CFX business both online and offline. We have the support tool, we have the banner outs, we have the fast notification, and my lovely sales funnel that will sieve out people who are seriously, wanting to join your team for you to follow them up. You can use this without this. Talking to people one-on-one, you can use this to advertise your business on social media. And then the next slide, we're talking about the leadership program of this very company. It's massive. When we talk about the reward plan, it covers virtually everywhere, every not actually carry out in leadership rankings, starting from executive rank. We have manager, we have director, we have president. Once you are 10 to qualify to any of this rank, you need sufficient. You have to need what we call personal volume point, which is just half of your package at any point in time. All right, but you have to have up to 500 personal volume points, 3 referrals, and all the people in your team must accumulate. I mean, all their personal volume points must, accumulate to give you what we call personal group volume point, which is 25,000. All right, not 25 persons, but just like I explained, half of your package is to personal volume point. Now, manager, you also got 500 personal volume points, 75,000 and 2 executives that must have been produced. To become a so you need that 500 personal volume points, 250,000 personal group volume points, and 2 managers from 2 teams. To become a president, you need 500 volume, 1 billion personal group volume points, and 3 directors from 3 teams. Now, to become an ambassador, you also need that same at least that same 500 personal volume points. Here, you need 5. We're talking about becoming an ambassador, you need 500 personal volume points and 5 million personal group volume points, and 3 presidents must have been produced from 2 lineages. Then to become a global ambassador, which is the highest, you need that same 500 personal volume points, 15 million personal group volume points, and 3 ambassadors from at least 2 lineages. And all these things will qualify you to be recognized as a leader, a ranked leader in this very company. And it comes with a lot of prizes. Now let's watch this video clip where people got their prizes and you're going to them in the last event. Let's watch.
Wow! 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 Oh! Wow! Wow! No way! Why? There's a lot of happy people here. There's a lot of happy people here. Oh my God!
Let's go.
Okay, thank you very much for that clip. Now we're looking at the prices you stand to receive from the company when you attend any of these ranks. Now, when you become an executive, when you yourself an iPad worth of $900, or you go for the cash equivalent of $650. And when you become a manager, you have a Rolex watch worth of $10,000, or you go for the cash equivalent of $7,500. Become a director, you will have all expenses paid for you and your companion, worth of $15,000, or you could go for the cash equivalent of $11,250. From a president, you have this Porsche car for you, that is worth $100,000, or you go for the cash equivalent of $75,000. So you become an ambassador. You have this Ferrari that's worth $200,000, or the cash equivalent $150,000. Man, this will make a difference. Of course, this is heading to become a global ambassador. You have this Lamborghini worth of $500,000, or you go for the cash equivalent of 375. If you're going for the cash, it's just 75%. You're good to go. Of course, people have received this. We have some of us, the leaders in Nigeria here, we have attended, or some of these paid us when we demanded for the cash time, politics or any argument. So you can join to become a leader in this very company in the shortest possible time. Pastor Mike, I think this is where I will give it a stop. Thank you very much for the privilege of sharing this very company with you on this platform. Thank you so much. Thank all my great leaders and everyone else. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Super celebrate you. Guys, if you got value from what Pastor Thaddeus delivered, can we give him a 777? I know that so many people are already dozing off or sleeping off from 70, dropped to 63. People got back from work tired, they plug in, but probably they couldn't hold it till 10 o'clock. So that's why we are always mindful of time. All right, guys, that's it. All we just want to do right now is just go to the question or hands down. If you know that you have a question, I'm sure some people will raise hand, but they might have slept up behind their phone. You know, if you have a question, please raise your hand. Just 1 or 2 persons, we are done, so that we can close. Some people are still going to work tomorrow. So if you have a question, can you raise your hand? Any question? See what I'm saying? Okay. So let's take Ikechuko is here, Joseph is here. So can you unmute yourself now?
Hello, good evening.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got a bit late because of busy day I've had, but I just want to so the explanation wasn't so clear to me. I'm not a finance person as I'm learning from a lawyer. So I just want something that gives me extra income. So if I give $1,000 and nobody, that's cool. If the 15 is for everybody, I understand. But if nobody brought me, and maybe I heard, actually, Pastor Mike, I heard you on video or something, that's why I'm here. So I want to understand, if I get $1,000, what do I start to get on a monthly basis? And I don't have anybody to be fair. I don't have time. I don't have money that I can put. I can keep building my cabal, but I don't have time. Or someone to be fair. So I want you to be specific and answer me just as a layman the way I've asked you.
Yeah, I heard him very well. My friend, to start with, good evening, Mr. Joseph Tunde. Nobody joins this company without coming through somebody. You have to have somebody that is sponsoring you. Sponsoring in the sense that somebody must have told you about this company before you decide to join. So you have to be registered on that person. We have the link which you will use to register, and that is the person's link. Now, like you heard from Pastor Mike on radio, okay, you go back to him and he will get you registered when you're ready. But you start to take opportunity, to grab all the opportunities presented by this very company. the trading, that the trading results will be receiving every day if you have time to refer anybody. But the point is this: whether you refer somebody or not, you stand to benefit from these trading activities, as soon as those that will spill on you might not be the one that brought them. When they brought something that, so if something make a mind to job was a rare opportunity we have never had here in Nigeria.
Yeah, Pastor Thaddeus, if I may add.
Hello, Mr. Joseph.
Yeah, is it Mr. Joseph or Ikichuku?
No, this is Joseph.
Okay, it's Mr. Joseph that is asking question now.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Joseph, I wish you were on Zoom 11 o'clock this morning. One of our own barrister, Mrs. Jackson, is also your professional colleague, and she also has no time. She has a chamber, but she joined Cash FM just like every other person. And of course, she joined with the intention of being a bear. I don't have time, I go to court, I do this, I do that. But what we see today is that Barrister Mrs. Jackson has grown $300 with the system working for everybody to $70,000 and has over 4,000 people in her team. She didn't have time. But this is what I know. When you are in a system that is liberated financially, even if you don't want to tell your enemies, you will still remember that you have relations. And in the process of seeing something that is working and liberating you, you will tell your brother, remember that is the senior or junior. And from your senior to your junior, that one too, we have some people that you will want to tell. So here, it's not a must that you should bring anybody, but what I know is that with what is happening in the world today, something will make you share with at least people that are closer to you because you love them. That's what I know. Except if you prefer them coming to you to ask for this and ask for that, and you know one rich man in the family of 100 poor people is a poor man. So that's it. So the first thing that will come to your mind is, let me empower these people. I mean, my son wrote something to me this morning and it really touched me. He just bought my firstborn and my son, he bought an Apple laptop, and so beautiful and I think it cost him over 600,000. And I didn't give him the money, but after buying it yesterday, and this morning he just wrote to me and said, Daddy, I just want to thank you because if you didn't excel, maybe by making money now, I would have still been carrying family responsibility. I was able to raise this money myself. He said this is the best thing that has happened to me because I was able to acquire something like this for myself. Now why did I didn't expect him to do that. I didn't give him a dime, but he was happy because if the family were not okay, maybe probably when he makes money, he still wants to be supporting the family here and there. And as a young man, of about 23 years, he will still not even be thinking of getting a tool for himself because it's actually a tool for his work. You understand? But he was taught that, if the family is not financially liberated, how can he be able to afford such a luxury at that tender age? I had to reply to him that, well, that's the reason why if you are a rich man in the midst of poor people, I bet everybody, not even only you, is a poor person. So that's a typical example of what I'm saying.